Should be a lot of points. We're missing... So we have Token, Beast, Witcher, Dryad. Not Elf or Human. Boost and ally unit in our hand. Do we have a unit in our hand? We do not. It's just a 1 damage ping. Let's take the 1 damage ping. Honestly, he's got like no points here. We're just going all in. He's got like no points here. Just go for the 2-0. I find it hard to believe he wins this. He's down 51. So today I wanted to play some Harmony, just because Harmony is still one of, if not my favorite deck in the game. And let's talk about it. So, Simloss did get nerfed. So we're going to run a version with Water of Broccolon and some more bronzes instead of the Simloss and Double Bountiful Harvest version. This is a version I tried out before anyway. I think it's pretty good. So we're going to run Guerilla Tactics. That with Milva helps us deal with stuff like the Reavers at least decently well. You don't really have enough control to completely stop Reavers. You're going to have to let them start getting their guys out. But hopefully you've developed enough of your own engines to kind of keep up there before that happens. So we got the Saber. Saber's just nice because it triggers as an elf. You can use it to trigger your Percival right away. You can use it to just get an elf out so you don't pull an elf out of your deck if you don't want to get the elf with Saskia. It triggers your Harmony. It's just really nice to have. Gives you more units. Then we are running Mysteries. I really like Mysteries. Still wish the token was premium, but guess we can keep worrying about that later. So yeah, it's really good. You want to play this like round 3. Usually you want to go Saskia Commander round 1, Mysteries round 2, or 3, whichever you want to push. Then you have Water as a backup long round option. We're running Oneiromancy. So usually this is kind of where you'd run the Simloss if you don't want Oneiromancy. But I really like having consistency. I think it's really important to have the consistency, especially running a Saskia Commander version, because opening Saskia Commander is so much better than not opening Saskia Commander. So I think we want to do this. It's worth noting, though, that the Call of the Forest, they get buffed to now actually be better than Royal Decree. So you can play that now. The thing with Saskia, or with the Call of the Forest, is that it doesn't have the echo like Oneiromancy. And Oneiromancy getting the lock and the water is just really valuable. I just like it because we're running the water and the scenario, so I think Oneiromancy is a little better. But you could run this or Decree if you want instead. That's fine. You can also run Simloss. Up to you. Water's the card. If you want to cut a card, it would be Water. Like, you can use Water. Cut Water for whatever you want. I just really like Water as a second long round option because I found usually the decks I lose to with Harmony tend to be like Point Slam decks. Or decks with a stronger long round, and Harmony, like for example, like Heatwave your Mysteries, you don't have a really good long round, and then they like Point Slam you to death. Water kind of covers that, hopefully. So we're gonna be trying it. I really like Water in general. And the Milva, we're running Guerilla Igni. This used to be a Heatwave, but with like no one really running scenarios, and Sov existing, we're going with Igni. The other really nice thing about Igni is the worst matchup in my experience for this deck has always been Renfri Imprisonment, because they've got the locks and Renfri just has so much point slam, and then there's, of course, the Triss Meteor Shower, and Igni's really good there because the problem is usually the spotters, right? They like play a long round, pull out spotters or the other guys in one row, and then the spotters tend to always have the same power, so they're getting boosted, and you can Igni those away because they're gonna row stack them for Meteor Shower. If they are running Nausicaa Sergeants, they can play around that, but usually the problem is getting 2-0'd by them, so Geralt helps a lot there, and it's really good against Sov. At the Dusk Aspect is our finisher. We've got the Willow and 2 Rangers for the Poison package. It's fine if you pull one out with the Saskia Commander, it just makes it harder to find the second one, so you want to keep these in hand and have the Fledgling come out of your deck. I'm running 2 Saboteurs. I like Saboteur, it helps you remove stuff. It's just really useful to have the movement. You gotta be careful with Milva. I mean, I'm sure I've counted wrong before with the damage and movement there, but it's good. The 2 Antharians, we mentioned the Ranger. 2 Cat Witchers, you can cut these for a different unit. I just like having another engine card that's a Witcher that comes out with the Saskia Commander. Because pulling out the Cat Witcher Saboteur is not great, but pulling out Cat Witcher is. If you don't feel like it's worth it, you can just cut the Cat Witcher for something else, that's fine. Then we've got the Fledglings, the Pyros, the Swordmaster. These are just the bronze unit categories. We've got the Dwarf, Elf, and Dryad. This is just backup for Ranger, and these are just the Elf and Dwarf in the deck. You could change these for whichever ones you think are better. I just like Pyro because it gives us a 4 damage option. If you pull off Scoia'tael Commander, like you go first, you pull this out, you're really happy against stuff like Reavers because you can bomb something. It's really handy. And Swordmaster, I just think is like the best 4-person elf to pull out of your deck, but you could run Dragoona if you want to move something. It's fine. Then the 2 Chameleons. So that's the deck. I really like Harmony. Let's go try it out some. I think we'll do fairly well. It's still a pretty good deck overall, and I hope we can kind of show that in some of these games today. Alright, Precision Strike. Not really the deck we want to face, because they're going to have so much control that we might have trouble getting stuff to stick. But we'll try and make it work. Really looking for Oneiromancy or Scoia'tael Commander. I think it's a 75-ish% chance to get a specific card if you have Oneiromancy and that card in your deck. We don't want these guys in our hand. We don't want this in our hand either. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. Let's go Saskia. It's worth knowing if this pulls the elf out, which it didn't. If this pulls the elf out, you don't trigger Harmony with the Saber. I like doing this first, just so you can see what you're going to get, and then trigger. If it's a beast, you can trigger off of him. And if it's not, if it's like the elf, you can still just get a cooldown off of this, so it's not the worst thing. You do have to watch out for Red Haze and stuff, but if he's playing bombs, that would have gotten us pretty good here. Actually, I think it's a target for Red Haze is Treason that you don't have to. So we will go with the Percival. Playing ranged, we get an extra damage from the 1 elf card, but we're going to have boosted so much here that I don't think it matters. This is still a beast. So we'll go here. And we'll do this. This probably dies this turn, but I gave Percival 2 points. It's not bad. And if he kills it, we'll probably get another beast out of our deck. So we kind of want to hold off on the Antharian. Yeah, there he is. He's going to kill it. Doesn't have the armor for him. He's going to go for the last leader too. Not sure. Yeah, he's just going to go all the leaders. I think we can survive this round 1 pressure unless he's doing something else with it. So we can play Antharian. Then we can't pull a Chameleon out. That's probably fun. I think we're going to develop the Antharian. It's got, like, it's a 5, which is bigger than most stuff. Not the Witcher we wanted to see, but it's fine. It's still 5 points. He definitely has a removal for this Percival, by the way. So we'll see what it is. You want to be careful getting too many units in this row in case he is running Igni. The Precision Strike, that's not out of the question. Okay. Is it Renfri Precision Strike? It's Renfri Precision Strike. We actually have to worry less. There's like no bombs or anything then. No waylays. Okay, we can move and kill that. That's no big deal. I'm guessing this is a Renfri deck, although we didn't see a Roach. So perhaps not. A little strange. If we boost here, I do want to watch out for Igni. We'll just play our second Antharian, and we'll double infuse Harmony on one of these guys, so I can't get Igni'd. Plus, this helps develop a little quicker, because now we have a bunch of Harmonies, so we keep triggering. We'll just play, like, Fledgling. This will pull out a card. He'll probably pass. We do take an extra damage there, but I don't want to stack this row too much. Because now if he has a Yrden, this is worse. We'll give this another infused. And we'll play the Dryad.
My name? I don't recall.
Now, these won't be the same value. If he's playing Igni, it'll probably be on the Percival anyway. I think we play here for 2 damage, because he's going to give this thing armor otherwise. We didn't kill this. I'm not sure we want to. Let's give him like 2 more points. Would we rather have the leader charge? I think we would. He's an armor this turn, so we can't kill it anymore, but that's okay. Since he killed both of our tokens, we can still pull out the, where is it? The Swordmaster. So we still get one more category out of our deck. From Saskia. He might not expect that. Okay, there's the Percival. It could have been bad if I hit these, but I think we click it anyway, because at worst it's like an even trade. Now we can play Willow, or we can just Oniromancy or some random card out. We'll have the Echo. There's the Renfri, so yeah, it's Renfri here. Can't say I'm surprised. Cannot say I'm surprised. Renfri's seen a big resurgence. Not that she ever went away, but at some point this season I did make a video without playing a Renfri player, which I considered a win. So we have Sloth. I mean, he's used what? Rune Mage, Barnabas, Renfri. He's still some provisions left in there. Oh, he's going to lead her right now. Is this setting up for a double poison? My guess is it is. We do not have a Purify.
That is all I need.
I think we play this ranged so we can threaten a double poison of our own. And then if we don't need the poison, we can use the leader to move him melee. I'll trigger a whole bunch of harmonies. And he doesn't... I'm not sure if he is aware we get another unit out with the Saskia. So probably Oniromancy for Ranger. And as long as we can survive this... He's used Renfri. If we just survive this round, he's got the +4 we passed. We have to keep that in mind. So we'll go with the Ranger of our own here. Where is Ranger? Then we'll get out the Swordmaster and we'll get some points here from this guy. It would definitely matter that he killed both our tokens so early, because we do get the elf. We're still up by 13. I think we might just win this. He might have a Meteor Shower Oak. Okay, there's Oak. Still has some points up here. If we play this... We're going to lose on even, right? Because he's going to get 4 when he passes. This is a beast. We have beasts out, so it does not trigger harmony. Okay. We'll lose on even still, but... That's one of his big cards gone, the Oak. We still have Scenario Water. It's pretty good. Igni we have to be careful with. If he doesn't pressure us round 2, Igni might not get to trigger. But we will see about that. So we want Harmony cards. Is Igni a keep here? I'm not sure he is. I think we put him back. There's the gang. Question is, what do we play? We could get our card advantage back if we just go like Water Leader, but then Milva's out on the board. That being said, he really doesn't have engine cards in his deck, so Milva's less valuable. I think we just do that. Go Water. Do this. We could shuffle her back by hitting this again. I think we do that, actually. Yeah, that's worth it. We still have Saboteur in our deck. Let me go with the Cat Witcher next turn, if he keeps playing. He might pass, because we got rid of 2 leaders. So he will keep playing. I don't really want to play Scenario here. But honestly, we don't have that many Harmony cards left to trigger it with anyway. I think we just play it. Because if we play this, the only other Harmony card we have in our deck is this one Dryad. And Dryad's not great in general, so I think we just do this. I think he passes here. We're up by 10, and this thing has can do another damage. Yeah, there's the +4. We still have a leader with Milva. That's pretty good. Did lose this and water though. But I mean, he shouldn't have much left outside of his own Geralt card. As long as we play around that, we should be okay. Okay, these really are not fantastic here. We don't want to draw Milva, so we draw one more card. Nekkar put back this one. Then we keep. Can't draw Milva. What's a good opener? This is pretty good. Of course, if we go... Chameleon's not great, right? The only thing Chameleon does is it, like, evenly boosts this. And that just makes us taller to tall removal. So I think we just play Chameleon late. This is a destroy for a destroy, which is just not good. That's the second one of these, right? Yeah, so now we can play ranged without having to worry about getting him an extra point. If he has any hypervision stuff left, we're in trouble, but I don't think he does. We're going to move for Milva, right? The question is, do we move this or this? If we move this, we can move it with Saboteur, but then Milva doesn't go back in our deck. I think we do that. Because we're probably gonna move this, then the Saboteur doesn't move. Essentially, we're putting 3 damage into this, so the Saboteur moves it 1 and does a bonus damage. That's an extra 3, as opposed to just doing this. I think we just do this.
Don't you fret about me. I can take care of myself. It'd be a shame if they were.
We'll keep this damage here. It's probably the same thing overall. So he has Willow. Willow's not fantastic. This doesn't do anything. Like, we're just wasting points on armor with this. Might as well use her order, though. Play you ranged. Well, let's see what his last card is. If it's a good card, we're going to lose. But I think he's used most of his provisions already. It's an Igni, yes. We played around this, so it's a 2 or a 4 because you got the carryover. But GG. He's got to play around this Igni, which is his last high provision card, and that gives us the win. Really nice. Looks like we're playing a Guerilla Tactics mirror match. We'll see if he's playing Harmony. I mean, he probably is. Let's see if it's the Simloss version. Going first is nice. We don't have Saskia. That's really bad. We need our Saskia here, guys. You can draw Nyrancy or Saskia. If we don't draw them, I mean, we can keep the dwarves because they're pretty good because you have 50-50 to kill Saskia. It's kind of nice. We don't get her. So that is pretty bad, as they say. We're going to open with the Pyro because this is a chance to kill Saskia if he plays her. It's not the greatest chance, but a lot of time will just deter them from playing Saskia. It's really another reason why it's really nice to have the Saber, because if doing random damage, the Saber gets 2 targets for it. Okay, so he's playing Bomb Madoc. Oh wait, no Madoc came out. He's holding the Madoc or he just has the bombs. Interesting. We play Pyro again. And now we play around the bomb he just played. Now that the bomb doesn't kill us. So it looks like neither of us are going to commit very much here. If we click this, then he plays Saskia. We can't kill Saskia. Do we think he's going to play Saskia? I kind of do. Do we play Percival? We go Percival, then we'd have one category here, Then we'd have to play Willow. He go to 8. It's not really good. But it might force him to leave. We'll see. I think we'll play it. He might have to do something about this then. So there's the Saskia. Got a 33% chance to kill her. We'll take that before we decide if we want to leave the round or not. Sometimes lucky. Then we'll drop this. And we should... That might convince him to leave because of the Percival value. If he poisons the Percival, we might pass, though. I'll think about it. Oh, he's got 2 Dwarf Berserkers. That's fine. I mean, we can do double poison with the Ranger still. Even this one doesn't trigger Harmony, but we can set up the poison. It's not a great poison, but we'll at least have some value from the Willow. We can move it for the order if we want to. So it's at 4. We're getting bombed again. If he has Madoc in his hand, he got really unlucky this game. But we killed Saskia, which is why it's really scary to play Saskia into a Pyrotechnician. Also, one of the reasons I really like Pyrotechnician. So we'll do the poison, like I said. Trigger Harmonies. And let's see what he wants. I don't want to play the rest of these cards. Hopefully he passes. Oh, he's not going to pass. That is scary. He doesn't pass. What do we play? Because we don't want to use Igni. That one I'm sure of. Because it's a 2. We're definitely going to move Willow. Questioning if we want to kill the Chameleon. I don't think we do. Dropping this now is not great, honestly, because it gets really big later. But then we can go for a long arm with these 2 instead, and then I think we'll do that. So here's what we'll do. We'll move this. Drop this. Then do this. Leaving the Chameleon. There's a pass. And we don't have this lady anymore. Dusk Aspect. We can go Saskia, Mysteries, Water in a round, and have an Igni in our hand, and try and push for a round 2. That's what our plan is. Of course, that relies on drawing, like, something. Really would have liked our Saskia or our Oneiromancy at some point here. These are both Harmony, so we keep them. Okay, we got her. Alright, so what is the ordering here? We go Mysteries, Water, Saskia. Honestly, we might just Saskia. Just Saskia. Okay, so as we got Chameleon, we go Water first. Just this goes with these 2 Harmonies in that order. Oh, so it's traps. What a surprise. That's part of why we wanted to go for this. So, Water is a bad choice because we get wrecked by Pitfall. And then we get a 50-50 on, what's the other one? Serpent. So I think the best one is just to go Antherian. It's going to mess up our Mysteries, but I don't want to play into, like, Pitfall or something. Looks like we're safe. This is Serpent then. Or Crushing. Crushing would be really bad here though, so I'd imagine it's Serpent. Or it could be funny in playing the Horn. Let's see. Gambit. Yeah, we gotta force this round out. It is a Crushing. That's weird. That's really bad value. I guess he wants to Crushing this. Crushing her. We play this ranged, I think. If we play this ranged, we're risking a Pitfall pinging this. If we do this first, we lose out on 2 points because we infuse. So I think we take the risk.
Your next move shall be your last.
Incinerating. Make that a 50-50 on the Crushing at least. So this could still be Serpent. Serpent or Crushing. This could be Pitfall still. Is Serpent that bad anymore? Not really. The Serpent's not that bad. I think we go Water and hope it's not Pitfall. We should have a lot of bodies spread out now.
Life is fleeting.
Yeah, so it's Serpent.
Is eternal.
Play this. And this makes Milva or Saskia dodge Crushing unless he leaders. Which he probably will. There's the Crushing. Let's see. If we pass here, he plays a card. Saskia pulls one of our deck. Does he have to go with his stuff? I think this is the turn to pass. We still get our card here. And since we get another card, he's going to have to Eldain. I think. I don't think he has anything else high value. Then we want to draw this. We only have the one Harmony card, which is bad for our scenario. Gonna flip. Gonna move. There's Milva.
Never have.
I think we shuffle Igni in. He's not gonna do anything round 3 against a deck like this. Yorvith? I guess he can keep Eldain, but then he has no traps. Because he can spring this and it does 1. He's gonna Milva again. They can spring this. We get our unit. He has to play a card.
Upon my lips.
Yeah, I don't think Yorvith was the play. GG. Yeah, I agree. Yorvith was not the play. Against vampires, this will be interesting. We can have trouble removing the Fletters sometimes. We have our Saskia, which is nice. It's Vampire Renfri, probably. Another one of my favorite decks. That was very sarcastic, by the way. Ooh, we don't want you in our hand. How's the rest of this looking? Oh, we have a lot of our good cards here. Put this back. Give it a higher chance that it pulls that out instead of Ranger. So here, we have to watch out for Igni and all that good stuff still. Just open with Saskia. That's not the Witcher we wanted, but 50-50 on that, so it's still decent. So now we have to stop his engines, in theory. I think we might just drop this Cat Witcher. This will test for Toad. I would rather have him Toad this than a Chameleon. This is a really tempting Toad target this early in the round. It's not going to go for it. It's fine. Now the only beast we can get is Chameleon because we have Antherian in our hand, so I don't want to play these. Instead, what I think we'll do is go with a... We move this with Milva. Then we can ping 2 on this. This will be range locked. That seems good. So we'll do this. Milva will ping it. We'll use this for the 2 damage. This will get rid of both of his engines at once. And we don't want to click the elf one yet. If we get an elf out like this, we'll get more categories total. He has the second Nekkar on. That's fine. So we can ping this, reduce the cooldown. I think we go with our Antherian here. We should kill this just to be safe. Because it reduces something like Oriana or whatever. I think he's going to pass because we have a really big advantage here. Of course, Renfri decks never want to pass, so we'll see. He will. Okay, we only use Saskia. This is a pretty good round for us. Got some good thinning. I have to go for the next round. His short round with Regis is extremely powerful. Our best way to counteract that is to either hard push round 2 and bleed it out, or to just go long round 3. Those are the best choices. Now, with a hand like this, I really want a 2-round push. It's the nice thing, if we end up with last say on even, we can still do the Ursine. Double of these is really good here. We'll put this back. We don't want to draw Milva, but this is bad. There she is. What a surprise. So we're going to go this, Water, Percival, and Therian, and just hard push. Pretty sure it's Renfri, which means this is safe from any heat waves or something. Igni will be a problem, so we still have to make sure we have one tall card taller than the rest. Percival should do that ranged, and then this should do it melee. Okay, that's weird. It's going to protect the Flutters, I guess. If he's doing this with Flutters, we couldn't win a long round 3 anyway. Of course, having Milva in our hand's kind of a problem, but I wanted to risk it to draw the Willow or Igni. Yeah, okay, so it's just mass Flutters. Oh, that's only 19. I really should one more point here. Wish he had one more. We'll go with this. This is going to be ranged. He's going to win this. Questions, can we get him into a position where it favors us in the end? We're never going to get Igni to hit more than just the one Flutter, which is annoying. Okay, so we'll go here. I mean, we have double Chameleon. We'll see what we can do here. Looking for a Harmony card. Man, the bleeding on Percival is really annoying here. If we don't trigger Harmony, it might be better, honestly. This is an elf, but it has a boost. We boost to... Yeah, this is the one we want. We want to boost our Percival, so not everything is wasted by an Igni. Uriden's really bad, but they usually run Igni. Another Flutter. Yeah, I think if he's running Uridan instead of Igni, we're going to get, like, destroyed, but I don't think he is. And with double Chameleon, we can actually put out a ton of points here. There's the Unseen Elder. Hopefully it hits one of these with the bleeding. It didn't. Okay, no Devotion, but we knew that. So we just go with another Chameleon. Guess we'll spread them out a little bit. If he has Toad Prince, it's probably consuming this Chameleon right now. I mean, he probably has Toad Prince, so it might have been worth moving this. Then we have to move this one next turn too. One of them's getting consumed. Oh, it's not Renfri. If it's not Renfri, that makes things a little different. Can we end up with Last Say here and Last Say and Igni on him? I don't think so. So we'll just keep playing this round. We don't have to worry about initiative on Igni. I think we do play the Igni here. Is it a Bannister? Oh, Neuromancy, that's fine. It's not it's the turn he's not putting bleeding out. We can get Last Say here, but I think we just keep going. And the nice thing about Milva is she's a human, so we can play her for another category. Then not shuffle her in. What we want out of this is we want him to Toad Prince her. Or just pass her thing. We want him to like drain, just do something with his Regis Reborn. The Regis Reborn's gone, our round 3's fine. I think we could put on enough pressure because he didn't bleed last turn, he played Xavier, which makes me think he has no more bleeding cards. If we're wrong about that, we're in a lot of trouble though. Like, he'll get 2 off Unseen Elder, but like, that's a 3, that's fine. Why not kill this card? Weird. We could all in here by playing the Lake Guardian. How many points do we really have, though? 91. He has an Igni. If he Ignis, he gets to keep his Regis. If he Ignis, we lose what? 22. We lose all this, right? We go to, what's that, 79? We should still be able to force the Regis out. So I think we do that. Yeah, that's what we do. So we'll go like this. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go here. If he's playing Yrden, like I said, if he's playing Yrden, this is awful, but
My eyes are up here.
let's see. I think we ask the Regis and Igni, and then we get double leader round 3. We'll see though. This Igni's at 25. He gets 4 here, so it's 29. He still has to play another card. Because then he gets another 2. I guess the bleeding ticks. Maybe we had to use one of our leader charges. I forgot these are going to get another 4 the turn after he plays a card. It may have been dumb of us. We're up by what, 35? Igni's a 20.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
Okay. This should be Regis, right? Deciding makes it not Regis. We might just 2-0, honestly. I think if we're up 35, we lose 23, and then this is dead, so just 2 bleeding, then 3, so it's 5. Lose 23 is 28, and he gets 4 and 4. That's 36. We should have used 1 leader charge previously if he had Igni. If he had Igni and Regis, we should have used 1 leader charge, but he did not. And this is unfortunate because that Spores was pretty big. I still has Regis now, which is a problem. We went all in there. We have another poison though, right? We have Willow still. So we draw Willow. I don't think we can poison his guy, but this is our best hand. Let's see what we can do. The Regis Reborn's going to win him the game. We should have done a leader charge. Not because he won that by 1, but because if he had Igni and whatever, we should have done it. I guess we should have leadered for all-inning. Didn't really want to go all-in. I just wanted to bleed out those 2 cards. Not going to lie, that's not the best Orianna I've seen. Do we play... I think we play Pyro. We miss out on Harmony, but if we poison this... This is not going to get very big. Pyro could potentially kill like a Flutter or something. He Flutter... Like, one of the things is Regis. We just have to max out points to beat Regis, I think. I think we just max points to beat Regis. So we go here then. Well... Go this, so we don't get the order. this, this. We need the order, because the order is +2. So we do this first. Then we go Willow. And then we end with Ranger. We got the points there. We can kill this and Ranger. His last card's Regis Reborn. We don't need to move to stop this because we're killing it with a poison. This is Regis Reborn. You should drain the dwarf. I think he's gonna win. Go range for a poison.
Your next move shall be your last.
Move you melee. GG. Very close one. We should have played in our leader charge round 2. Good game though. We're up against Ursine Ritual. That's interesting.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Ursine Ritual is an interesting one. So, our issue... Well, I guess we don't have too much of a problem because we have the Igni, so we can destroy the... What's his face? That's a really good description, isn't it? What's his face? What's he called, though? I forgot his name. Sigvald. We can destroy the Sigvald once. So we have to watch out when we want to do that. Means we need to win round 1. We can get our... We don't want an elf. We really don't want 2 of you. I didn't even want 1, but I guess we're having 1. We drew our second Pyro. Man, we drew so badly here. We kept drawing things that meant we couldn't have all our categories in our deck for Saskia. That is very unfortunate. We still open with her, but that is very unfortunate.
Life is fleeting,
You know,
yet life is eternal.
it's kind of annoying with the Pyros, honestly. Since he's not Reckless Flurry, we can hold on to this order. With Reckless Flurry, they have the random damage, so you gotta be careful with your Saskia. Okay, I guess he could hit us with this. We'll have to use the. Nice, he got the 50-50. We should have done this. Forgot about Coral. I was thinking Reckless Flurry, but yeah, he still has Coral. Still has Coral. So this is a Percival turn. Then we drop this. If he has Burna, we're probably... He has Burna. Otherwise, I think he has Burna and we lose our Saskia. It's okay, though. I mean, it's not really okay. Should have done the last turn. So he's only got a 1 in 5. It's fine. Guess no Burna. What do we want to pull out of our deck? I think we just play this.
My name?
Let's see what we
I
get.
don't recall.
Chameleon's really nice. We just want to win around so we can stop the, Okay, so are we playing Offering to the Sea, or are we playing Occultist guy next? It's probably Offering, right? This is a beast still. So if we play this first... We replay this first, I mean. It's a human, so now we get the harmony triggers off of this. Let me just flip with transform here. Offering's gonna hurt. Oh, no, it's just the cultist guy. That was one of the 2. Pinged off that, that's fine. So we have still... This is an elf, so we get Witcher out of our deck still. Play one of the dwarves. Chameleon doing his thing, that's for sure. Got a good lead. Which is exactly what we want. I'm not sure what he could do to keep playing this round. Okay, that was good. What's this gonna hit now? Ah, okay. Makes sense. Do we beta poison? We're getting a Witcher out of our deck. Do we pretend we have a poison? I think we pretend we have a poison. Just don't become a witcher. It's a machine. We could have held it, but it's worth so much to click it that I think it's worth. He should pass. Unless he thinks we're bluffing. Or he's a purify. If he plays a card, he's called our bluff at this point. But then we can still move Willow. Willow's still huge. We could just wait till last save the poison too, right? Okay, yeah. It's going to be a GG. So the question is this, the Magic Compass Golden Nekkar version. This Magic Compass Golden Nekkar, pressuring round 2 is amazing. Because sometimes you just make him compass all the good cards away. You can compass round 1 though. Which means we can't make him deck himself out. So we need Harmony cards. We got 1. Not the best card. That's pretty good. Oh, not this one either. Okay, so we can go Oniromancy for water. We just have all our good cards here. We should go for a 2-0 if we have all our good cards. So we go Mysteries first. Test for Heatwave. He should have the Golden Nekkar this round, so we know if he's running any of those big cards or not. What are we deciding on? Maxi. Interesting. I think we just go Niromancy, drop the water. This is an insane potential for a 2-0 here. He has to respect this.
Who was I before?
That's not really respecting it, gonna be honest. I feel like this is Golden Nekkar, which means that we're safe from an Igni with these two. Otherwise, we should play in theory and ranged. That is the combo. There's Knickers. We should have just infused one of these, like at different point values. Then we go with this. See what we create here. Well, we won't create the last one until we drop the aspect. But with 2 Cat Witchers ticking, that's pretty good. It might be worth using, like, it honestly might be worth using the Guerilla Tactics at some point here. But I want to make sure we can Igni first. If we remove all this stuff, we might not have enough points on a road to Igni. Of course, Cat Witcher's not really going to help with that either, is he? There's Right. It's for Olgierd? No, it's for Coral. Morkvarg. So melee row, we're looking at a 22. We could Igni that row. I don't know why we wouldn't Igni the row. We can Igni it later. We can Igni it later. But I think now is the safe time, right? It's a 20. Check 20, yeah. So now is a good time to do it.
Let's get this over with.
Otherwise, this keeps getting bigger, and that keeps getting bigger. Really looking like Golden Nekkar at this point. Oh yeah, this is Golden Nekkar. So we'll drop another Cat Witcher here. We'd rather hit the ranged row than the melee row. Because of the armor on this Drakkar. But I don't think it's worth using a leader to make sure we don't. Because since he is Golden Nekkar, most likely we're playing round 3. I'd rather have 3 leader charges than 2.
Not you again.
Okay, removes the infused. Do we keep playing here? I think we play our last card. Should be a lot of points. We're missing... So we have Token, Beast, Witcher, 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 Dryad, Dryad. Not Elf or Human. Boost an allied unit in our hand. Do we have a unit in our hand? We do not. This is just a 1 damage ping. Let's take the 1 damage ping.
Too fast for you, Juan.
Honestly, he's got like no points here. We're just going all in. He's got like no points here.
Get it done. I trust no one. Never have.
Just go for the 2-0. I find it hard to believe he wins this. He's down 51. Compass for the golden Nekkar? No, he's done. GG. He even lost the Sigvald too. And he's even if he somehow wins, he's then milled out round 3.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
That was a net loss. So that really wasn't good. And there's a GG.
Yield and save me some time.
GG. So that's the deck, guys. Harmony, still pretty good. You saw there, we won all but one game. That one was really close. Just came down to a 1 point in round 2. So overall, still really good. As far as the card choices, you can kind of see here. I don't know about water. It's like the one card I'm considering here is water. The only thing with water is if you cut water, it's probably for sim loss. You could run Oak. Oak's one of my favorite cards, but Oak, I'm not sure he makes the cut. But you can do water, Oak, drop a Cat Witcher. Or a Cat Witcher Saboteur. Probably a Cat Witcher make a 4. So that's okay. It's one potential swap. I'm not a big fan of the sim lots with the double harvest. It's a good play and all, but then you need to fit 2 6s in here. And I find that rather difficult. So that's just the only thing with that one. And then you need 2 extra provisions here. It's just not the cleanest thing. With Oak, at least, you only need 1 more provision. But overall, that's the deck. You can see it's still very strong. You've got a really strong long round. You can see that in a couple of the games today. We did a really good 2-round push. You can do that if you've got Mysteries and Water. Really nice. And having Igni's a nice control tool. With the movement, Reavers are less of a problem. And by the time they get Reavers out, you can probably set up your engines and then bleed out the mobilization round 2. So that's pretty good there. But overall, it's just a pretty good deck, and I think Harmony is still pretty strong. As far as the options, like I think I mentioned most of them. You've got the Sim Loss. You've got the Decree / the Call the Forest, although I'm pretty sure Non-Renfri's better because it lets you get Scenario and Water, and has the Echo, which is really good. As far as other units, it's worth mentioning here in the bronzes, Squirrel and both the banished cards, right? Squirrel and Xavier are pretty good. I just don't like running them in Harmony. The problem with them in Harmony is they're not Scoia'tael units, so they don't proc Harmony the turn you play them. It's the same issue you have with Igni, but at least Igni blows everything up when you play him. So, I mean, like, that's nice. And it's also why you don't have that many special cards in the deck, right? Because they don't trigger Harmony. But overall, I think the deck's pretty good. If you want to swap around the cards, I think that this water spot, Igni could be Heatwave or Yrden. That's up to you. It's not a bad, any of those are all good. And then in this area, you can cut a Cat Witcher or Saboteur potentially. If you don't like the poison package, I would recommend the poison package. But if you really don't like it, I guess you could cut Ranger. But I think you want it in the deck because you have tall removal. And then I think you can cut like a Witcher or Saboteur. And then for another 6. Just because having a Purify can be pretty handy. Or a Lock, right? So you could run a CRN, which is nice because this elf, the only elf we have is the Swordmaster, so you don't always trigger it after the first round. So CRN's a nice one to run. You could run a Moran. Having a Lock's really good. And you could also run an Ida if you want the Purify, although I think that's less valuable right now. it's better. The Purify is better if you're running Heat Wave, because then you can target stuff behind a defender, but with Igni you don't have to worry about that. And then the last thing here is in the Bronze 4, so there's a couple choices. So I went with Pyro. You saw why. It's really good to open with. It gives you damage options. I like it. And Swordmaster is the 4 version elf. If you're not running Swordmaster, I think you want to go Dragoon. The movement is really nice. And then also the Double-Thoughted Bowman's not bad. It lets you set up for a Milva better, and it has more value on deploy. So it's up to you. The movement's nice here. It pulls out Milva, and then you do a damage. That's always good, though, because maybe it's hard for you to set up the Milva kill, so maybe you want this one instead. There's a couple elf choices. And then for the Dwarf, you can go either Berserker or Pyro. I think I like Pyro. Berserker is like an extra point, but Pyro gives you kill potential and stuff, so I like the Pyro a little better. But any of them are all fine. It's up to you what you want to run. But that's Harmony. Overall, like I said, still pretty good. Still one of my favorite decks. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.